Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to Thursday night MSQ. And that's and that's how I chose to go about it. Whew. Because nothing.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Nothing but happy things will happen in a 5.5 patch.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen at all.
Shall transpire us all. It's Boja time. Yep, it's Boja time. Welcome everybody to Boja.
Just be calm and go grind. Keep calm and grind Boja.
There's no need to be calm. It's time. I believe we're just going to the More Donuts. We're off to More Donuts. That's not a bad turkey burger this guy's working. That's actually moving in the pan.
What are you looking at? Where are you?
There's a guy in the kitchen here at the More Donuts. He's by the beans. He's actually doing.
Okay, I gotta come.
I mean, he's clipping.
Your feed to me looks like shit.
He's
so
clipping
I need to
his
look
pan,
at it
so it's not the best. But like, the burger's like sliding on the plate. It's not bad. He's doing okay.
If anyone was wondering if we'll get to the end of 5.5 tonight, here's your answer.
We'll be okay. Well,
it does look like a turkey burger. You're not wrong.
I like that I can see over your head.
Well, you are tall.
Through the door.
Oh, look at him flipping it. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like moving around, sliding.
Huh. All right. LSA, hit me.
Let's go. Good news, Val. Pancrit and Oriange have finished their tour of Garlemald, and they're on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything about the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh?
LSA becoming Canadian. Hey! I'm going to Epcot Saturday.
So now we get to know why...
I'm gonna get a snack in Canada.
Why the wizard wanted to go on the stealth mission, which everybody hates.
A welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Garrett tries to remind himself what vague British accents he did for all the scions.
I think you're doing okay. Yeah, that's your thing, Crit. You got it.
Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if that's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credits must go to Alizé, Graha, and Valentuna. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could.
As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't been all tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that we're one Oriange short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you?
Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raubon and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald.
Then mayhaps you would do the same for us.
Indeed. It was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the Third, however, with bad kerning, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps, or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather transform it.
Oh no. Transform it into what?
That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold. like something from a nightmare. According to Oriange, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words.
Batman and Robin, Garrett.
Batman and Robin.
Brain drain.
That was Batman Forever.
Oh, Batman Forever.
Batman and Robin was Let's Kick Some Ice.
Oh, that's the one with the nipples. This was the buttocks one. Yes.
Take two and call me in the morning.
Yeah. He's building the brain drainer.
Yet as unnerving as... Now I just want to read Thancred as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. Hey! I called it!
Yep.
We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Van Daniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald?
Well, that's a loaded statement there, Alpha.
It's just Bahamut.
Okay,
What?
it's like apparently the Bahamut?
Explain yourself,
Yes.
please.
Yeah, that was Void Faceless Bahamut. It's very different.
That's Lunar Bahamut.
Yeah, Lunar Bahamut. Yeah.
Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Oriange, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raubon is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be wary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this.
In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. That is a tough one. We need not all attend.
Need not all? Need not all. I played a guitar in that ska band.
Yeah, I know you were going in.
Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Oriange before the meeting. Is that a joke about how long it takes to talk to Oriange?
Yes. That was a dig in my book.
I think it was a dig.
Official dig.
Have you listened to Dig from Mudvayne yet, Kyle? Can I make Mudvayne jokes so that you know and you'll actually know who I'm talking about?
Is Mudvayne like Sun? Like noise skate music?
This came up earlier, Kyle. They were like a new metal band.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At, like the tail end of new metal being a thing. Like around the same time as like Drowning Pool and, Bodies. This is similar. I think it was a year before Bodies came out. Like 311 ska or Mighty Mighty Bosstown ska. That's very... I don't think of 311 as a ska band. I think of them as a reggae-inspired rock band. But, we're splitting hairs. I was thinking Mighty Mighty Bosstowns. When I say ska, that's what I think of. Honestly, I think of Less Than Jake. That's my favorite ska band. I love Less Than Jake. Florida shout out.
I can imagine
big surprise. Florida dude likes famous Florida ska band.
I can imagine these are all just spell names you're rattling off.
Well, now you know what it's like to listen to you ever talk about isekai.
Yep.
I tripped and fell. It became a pair of panties. I don't know. Like you could just make this shit
that's
up.
The famous one. That's the famous one.
Oh, is it? Did I accidentally make up a famous isekai? That wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know. Production quality was pretty low on it.
First season was great. But
Wasn't really good. Yeah, it really fell apart.
It
really fell apart.
Oops, all fan service. Yeah, that's a good one too. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Hearten I am to see you all hale and whole. Oh shit, I don't remember it. Oh god, I'm doing too many.
It was just it was like Thancred, but higher and innocent.
What? Graha. I'm trying to think of his voiceover in the Shadowbringers cinematic.
Well, that one's not helpful because he's pretending to be the
light.
Yeah, he's pretending to be the crystal light.
No, but it's what I think of when I think of Graha. He's a little hopeful, but there's a weight on his soul.
Be a cutie. He's good at that.
As are we to see you safely return from your mission, Oriange. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, if it isn't Alpha Noah and his merry band says, I don't know what voice to do.
Oh, it's yeah.
Oh,
B plot. It's B plot.
It's B plot.
It's B plot too.
It's Kyle's favorite character.
What the heck is going on in his butt? It looks
What is going on?
It looks like he has a very poorly rendered book hanging out of his backside.
I think it's supposed to be like 2 pieces of cloth.
Yeah, I think it's like some cloth.
Because you see the lines under his pauldron coming out. It looks like a white cloth kind of a thing. I think they're doing the same thing there.
Yeah.
I think they're doing the same thing there. Stop undressing Arnvald with your eyes, Kyle.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Stop it. Arnvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission.
I can take him.
Yeah, I think you do usually read Arnvald.
And who's to say this isn't a part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you had grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not.
Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. What the hell does that mean? And may I remind you that we Elezen are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even the great Aurochs, such as Aurochs? Have we seen this word before? Such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye.
I mean, I'm glad I picked Elezen. I was a late bloomer. I'm happy.
It was not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moonbreeder towered over me nonetheless. I miss Moonbreeder every day.
Arnvald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem at so ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing.
So, what exactly brings you here?
Oh, a Fordola mostly.
Yes!
We need to go over a few things before we set out.
Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers?
What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. We've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, all right?
Fordola must go explore. Fordola explore. If Fordola is going with him, that must mean
that they're together.
My apologies. As Arnvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it.
That they have echo kisses at night.
Yeah, Mel, 5-minute break, everybody. If you need to cry about Moonbreeda, we'll see you on the other side.
Cry? I thought everyone would be making fan art about her being bigger than Oriange.
I am certain that exists, and if I would be so mad if that... Oh, it's a talkie. I'd be so mad if that showed up in our art channel.
It'd be horrible.
It is no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Are you
Go
ready?
off, Queen. Oh, yeah, I guess we should take... It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Kyle?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now you can continue because she said that whole paragraph, so it's going to be a minute if you want to, if you want to request things in the art channel or anything like that. There's plenty of time.
Send me your steamiest Merweb that is safe for work. Please and thank you.
Oh, yes, as towards the Discord policy.
Safe for work Steam,
Full
please.
glad
Here we
to
go.
have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy.
Okay, Shakira.
'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
She doesn't sound like Shakira.
She said whenever, wherever.
Oh.
That's how she started her sentence.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Okay, good.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked.
Glory to Garlemald.
Glory be
Garlemald.
to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
He's super bothered by all this.
Oh yeah, he's not having a good time.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more.
Oh shit, Emery's here.
Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learned
noticed.
that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
You've gotten ahead of
Given the
me again.
nature of the enemy and the
change your speeds
proven
somehow?
risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
There we go.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
Alright, Kyle, that's the voice you
That
need to do now.
concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Liminal space. Now he's B+ plot, Kyle.
What am I forgetting? Why is Alphino so involved in Fordola? I mean, it's been a while. But why is he personally like, what? How could this be?
I don't think Fordola's a part of it. I think it's his relationship with Arenvald. He's worried about Arenvald.
It was him and Arenvald that did they were in charge of like the treasure hunt mission, right?
I believe so.
So he's the one who put that together. So so he's only concerned about his friend doing the mission to the scary towers. Oh, y'all were perfectly aligned. We're the ones who spawned off to the side. Let's engage Arenvald here. What's the button? What's the auto advance button? That was it. Shift tab. How do we?
Oh shit! I forget.
How do we check if we're on the same scroll speed? Again, I forget what the button was.
Tab and shift tab. Well, to go up and down, I guess.
Oops. Oh, I entered a cutscene.
Oh my god.
Okay, how many pips are you at? I'm at 4 pips.
I'm at 3.
Okay.
I'll go up to 4.
Cool. Sounds good. Gone through different formalities of Rising Stones. Make sure to inform Ralger's Reach as well. Cool. All right. On your mark.
3, 2, 1, go.
Arenvald, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
Get over here, Fordola. Come on.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
She's such a
Don't
Vegeta,
pretend.
and I love it.
We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
Uh-oh.
So the Empire's finished, is it? Well, that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I a part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your
What
way.
about that is funny?
Oh, it might be his passive face, but he's crushing on her hard. Look at it. Look at that fat little smile. He's just staring at Fordola being a cutie. They're together.
I'm not reading that at
all. It's
all.
officially canon. She's Tsundere Fordola now. And he's like, come on, sweetie, let's go on an adventure.
Okay.
They're shipped. They are officially shipped. The ship is
Kyle
set sail.
If you've finished with your
Gone
touchiness of
forever.
camaraderie,
Yep.
I have
all
a
the
question.
violent places.
Which tower are you planning to investigate exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a Scion's lot in life.
We should do an entire video
Take
just
care,
about
man.
how much this game loves swimming. Invoking swimming. Highlighting people being taught how to swim.
Yet no beach episode.
You're right. Where's everybody hanging out at the beach together?
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
Yeah, it does.
I still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
Okay.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
That's an awesome line about Alphino.
The fact is, I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
Is that done on purpose? Because it kind of works.
It does kind of work. God, I wish it was a higher frame rate, though.
The sun moves in its own design.
He does not
I think we
want for
just got lucky,
conviction.
dude.
That much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
All right, I'm into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Graha's so cute out on the right in his new outfit.
Thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru! I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian. And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
The Bonanza just makes me laugh every time, because you use that word so much, and it's such a silly word.
It's a fun word.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
A man on my knee.
The what now?
The money.
You humming?
The money.
You humming? The money? The money. Replays approves of your ship, by the way.
Good. I'm glad. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. It's a good ship. Cool. I feel like we underreacted to Lunar Bahamut, apparently. You and I.
I mean, I feel like we reacted to it appropriately because we're like, oh, that seems important, but it also didn't seem like it was actually Bahamut.
Like the
'cause it's
Bahamut,
kind of
yeah.
small by comparison. And also, no one else in the Scions was like, holy shit!
Holy shit!
He's tempered Bahamut.
Yeah.
Like,
if you were like, Lunar Harrison Ford's outside, it'd be like,
feel like
why?
The Scions should have made a bigger deal out of it. I don't think that's on us, buddy.
And then we have the Telephony, so that's the Fandaniel faction that's developed. Now has a title.
Yeah, well, it's not it's him in the body of Asahi using Asahi's resources.
Yes, but he's not using his family's name for that. He's got some new, and he's not doing the Populari. So they've made some sort of new.
It's like their house. It's their last name.
Wait, his last name's Brutus, right? Or no?
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, yay,
yes,
Brutus.
You
yeah,
are right. I think it's their political sect. I believe it's like a.
Because he was, I just said it a second ago. He was a Populari, so I guess he's made a new faction.
Am I interpreting that correctly? Is it basically like a political faction?
That's what I'm getting from it.
In this case, like a paramilitary instead of political. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair. So the real world examples are pretty horrible that I can think of, so I'm not going to get into that. But
makes sense. Estinian hunts dragons. You know, he's been out of work for a while.
Estinian hearing that anyone has done anything Bahamut related is like all his name days coming at once.
all his name days.
Yeah. Remembering is spoiling yourself in the past. No, it's not. There's a lot of thoughts in the. There's a lot of room in this head taken up by the fan ships and references to all of the religions that this game steals things from.
Yep, the Skip It song. Yeah,
the Skip It song. Yes, the Creepy Crawlers song.
Creepy Crawlers. Yeah. So, it's busy in there.
So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose. And dragons to catch. Going to Ishgard.
Allow me!
Sure. Wow, that was very loud, sir.
I was attempting to catch up. I was in a hurry. Was it actually too loud? Am I loud?
No, it was just.
Oh, okay.
You like sang it.
Oh, it was yeah. It was fully supported in the breath. Here there be dragons.
I yell. I need to be fully supported when Katie says what's taking so long before we go for a run. That's what I yell. I must be fully supported.
Oh, Alize says, assuming we find him, this will be my first encounter with the famous Estinian. And if he's half the man Alphino claims, I fully expect to go weak at the knees. Perhaps to do a bit of fainting while I'm at it.
Hey, Kyle, you remember when I said earlier my stomach hasn't been super happy today?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Sorry, dude. Feel better. I'll see you in a moment. Return, everybody. Everyone send your well wishes. So, Nabrialis appears out of the anus of darkness.
Alphino thinks it's time to go search for his thing.
Okay, let's do it.
You can just move on to the next line. I think I summed it up pretty well.
Oh, excuse me.
Other Red Alphino.
Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around at the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Val can, as well as Tuna, can delve into the nooks and crannies.
Very well, let us reconvene at the airstrip landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. I think I shall begin at the Skystone Manufactory. So perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Hell yeah, Lucia's a bro.
No, hello. Hello, everybody back. I've been facing that direction for a bit. Where am I going? Looks like to the...
Forgotten Night is the closest. Okay. Mr. Kyle!
Yes?
Run faster.
What? I'm on my
way.
I'm on my way.
Here.
I just covered you for how many... You come back acting all high and mighty like I shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff, like I'm a problem. What did I do, Gary? I covered you, sir. I covered you with my bullshittery.
I'm being the other person that's a part of the stream reacting to things you said. Is that not what we're here to do?
It is. I'm just saying.
Is that not what we're here to do?
Saying, did I not expertly cover your time gone?
I'm not saying you didn't.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm interested.
All right.
I thought I was helping. I thought I was helping.
Okay.
I thought I was helping.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased you know more about Mumbrita than I do. As it could be.
So I'm like, I'm working my. I'm trying to become the world's biggest Mumbrita fan, Kyle.
good for you.
I'm trying. Good evening to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emmerich sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo. So I gather you have not come in search of him? To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we are not aware. We were not aware Sir Stinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him absent. In any event, I am afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Just starting to sound like my Alphino voice.
Well timed there.
Oh god, I've been recording this entire time.
It's fine.
No sign of him.
This is our most unhinged stream to
Not
date.
that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
He's fancy. Graha with his autograph book ready.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence. Not that I'm complaining.
You sexy
It's been too long.
Too long?
He's so tall.
Oh,
you look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Ah, I see.
There it is. We got there.
Yep.
Quieter, though.
Oh.
Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Close up on the mouth.
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood. The Azure Dragoon.
Oh no.
He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the
no.
Warrior of Light's side.
Was Graha Tiega a fanboy?
To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Is everything all right?
Yes!
I thought I heard Alize shouting. Estinian! It's been too long.
This is actually very well written comedy. Oh, that's great.
I would smoke bomb out of there. That's so awkward. I would leave.
Oh, God.
I would leave so
No, it's
fast.
quite understandable.
It's Pythos all over
That was
again.
hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
I like middle.
I like middle as well. 3, 2, 1, growth.
Oh, nice. Well done.
I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own voice.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Aziz La.
We were just there.
Aziz La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
I mean,
oh, shit.
Yeah,
going back.
That's true, but that's...
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Aziz La. Though her
Alphinaud's been
remorse
peeking
binds her
ahead.
faster than any shackle.
Alphinaud's reading the wiki.
I see.
As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation. Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azizlar together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming
Yes,
your
we'd be able
sister
to
can
study it again,
benefit
finally.
sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again, and I'll throw you overboard.
The appropriate response.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less... blunt?
Well, that we can end the stream there, right? That was worth the price of admission.
Well, yeah, because now everything has to go wrong, right? This is going way too happy. Everyone's having a good
if
time.
I end there,
Yep.
everything turned out great.
Exactly.
In my head.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Because, I mean, Tiamat's going to be really helpful, I'm sure. Actually, she might be if, like, you know, her actual is being all...
I mean, she's extremely remorseful.
Yeah.
The last time we talked to her.
Yeah, actually, it could be helpful.